Can you equate UFOs with, say, instances in the Bermuda Triangle, or are they two separate and distinct phenomena?
Oh, I think they're separate and distinct.
Crossing into other areas of Fortiana, like, say, let's just talk sea monsters. You've been to Loch Ness.
I've been to Loch Ness.
Beautiful place, myself included. You went probably to Drumnadrocket, which is the little hub of the loch. Did you ever see anything strange? Did you see a UFO near Loch Ness?
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
Just a beautiful loch.
Nope.
No surface.
And we went on a tour. We went all over England and Scotland and Wales.
But the UFO,
Ireland.
the UFO phenomenon is very deep and entrenched in the UK, in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
They're seeing them just like we are.
Yeah. In fact, I just got a card from a man. He's the national director of Mensa. You know the Mensa?
Sure, Mensa, yeah.
Yeah. He's the national director of that in England.
And
he's also involved in UFOs.
I was a member, let's talk quickly about UFO groups. I was involved with BUFORA, which is the British UFO Research Association. I'm a dissenting member of MUFON, the Mutual UFO Network. I tend to think that MUFON collects all the UFO reports and sits on them, as if, I think out of greed, that they're going to either slip us the answer one day, or that how can we put this into a database and make some money. And I've known a lot of people that have sent reports to MUFON trying to get information on it, or have a researcher meet a dead-end door with old Walter there, and Walter's retired, nice man, but there was a cloak of secrecy. What do you think of that?
No, because I don't think they get enough valuable information.
Yeah, I agree. So MUFON.
Yeah, I know. I've met Walt. And John Schuessler, who's going to take over. He and I've had contacts with each other. In fact, I think John Schuessler was there when Junior fell off the podium and broke his head.
Okay, so
and then Dwight Connolly, who's taken over as the editor of MUFON, has been here. You know. I mean, I have contacts with these people.
So these UFO organizations are subjective in nature. Each state with its own little agenda on how you'll see your UFOs and what your UFOs will look like. That's the idea I got. Where the science breaks out in fissures, you've got individual organizations with their own individual perception of what a UFO should or behave like. Hence,
and they don't. You never know what they're going to do.
So it's a massive game of pin the tail on a donkey, and a lot of people are getting poked in the you-know-what. Everybody seems to think that they have the answer, when in fact, maybe we all have a certain piece to the phenomenon. Have you ever seen Bigfoot, Betty?
No, I have never seen Bigfoot. However, I think maybe he might have run through my mother's yard one night.
In southern New Hampshire?
Yeah, because the whole ground shook. And we kept hearing this little noise, and we thought, it's too big for a bear. So we picked up sticks and we're hitting the ground. That's what you do to keep a bear away. Oh, I don't know. I never met a bear face to face, but that's what we've been told.
So you would not equate them with UFOs, Bigfoot?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Oh, please digress.
I say this now. Basically, I think Bigfoot is of this planet.
Okay.
But there have been reports of a UFO landing and one footprint by the door of the UFO. It's a Bigfoot. And there's only one print. So it's like he put one foot out, looks around, gets back in. I mean, something's got a huge foot.
So these cases of the equation between Bigfoot and UFO phenomena at least have to be considered.
Right.
Because if you look at mainstream Bigfoot research, they denounce any sort of paranormal influence or association with Bigfoot or UFO equation.
Or if you're riding around in a UFO and you want to clear the area, drop down Bigfoot for a few minutes.
That's a great idea, sure. Stink the place out or scare you out, run you right out of the area. I'd like to conclude this interview, and I want to thank you for taking the time. You've been very informative, and you really opened up my eyes and really set yourself apart from the other abductees. I've interviewed abductees. I've interviewed a woman that after she went through hypnosis, and we mentioned that earlier in the interview, how dangerous hypnosis can be as a tool if it's in the wrong hands and implemented, and can psychologically scar an individual. But she was regressed, I should say, and had a UFO experience. Now she won't even open her closet door or look under her bed, because that's where she claims the UFO entities tend to emerge from.
Well, that's 3-year-olds got the monsters in the closet.
What advice would you give to UFO abductees? When I talk to people that have seen a UFO, they say, what can I do? And I say, nothing. Should I go to the police? No, because you'll bring scorn and ridicule, and they're not going to help you anyways. That these people should form some sort of support group, share their experiences with others who have similar experiences, and perhaps you can have consolation and you can have that type of support within your own. Would you agree to that?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, I tell them, if you think you've been abducted, don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Stay right away from everybody, and in time you will remember. And then once you remember, then you will know what to do.
Mhm.
And you're not going to need a support group.
Okay, good advice. Good advice indeed. If you look at UFO sightings, they started landing in the 50s. Yours was the first abduction account in the 60s. People taken on board saying that there were sexual tests performed on them. Now there are women that said that they've been claiming that they've been pregnant, and that I call it intergalactic womb snatching, whereby they said they were pregnant.
Nurses will tell you that almost every woman of childbearing age at some time or another has what we call the missing baby syndrome.
The false pregnancy.
Right.
That you
The
think
false
that you're
pregnancy.
pregnant, and your body gives you the signs that you're pregnant.
Yep.
God, I'm lucky I'm a guy. Sometimes when I don't. So you're saying that this agenda, are they stepping up their agenda? Are they making drones? Are they making half human, half alien entities?
How can they? You can't mix a dog and a cat together.
Okay.
You
We're two
can't
separate
mix them and
species,
people.
and if they are astronauts
And just
of the
because of the
future.
shape of us, there's no sign that their internal organs are the same.
So you don't buy into that then?
No, I don't.
Okay. In concluding the
In
interview.
fact, in the real abductions that I've worked with, there has been no sexual interest at all in any of them, man or woman.
It seems that they just want to scare the bejesus out of them. Is that what you're saying? Because the trauma.
No, they're searching every real abduction. They're looking for different kinds of information. The testing they do on this person is totally different from this one, from this one, from this one. It's looking like they're looking for information for themselves. Well, I keep repeating the same old tests over and over again.
Dr. Jacques Vallee has a great adage. We have to understand that we may not be able to understand. Do you like that?
Well, my book, Common Sense Approach to UFOs, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Betty Hill,
What's the address? If they want to buy it.
953 State.
If they want to buy it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jacques Vallee loves this book.
It is a common sense approach. You do take a common sense approach to UFOs.
Right.
You don't look upon this as an evil phenomena. You look upon this as an interesting phenomena.
Right.
This is.
I mean,
They're astronauts. They're explorers. They're just
They're
like somebody
explorers.
coming from Spain to New Hampshire.
Right.
They're tourists,
Right.
basically, aren't they?
yeah,
Are
they're
there?
looking us over. I mean, let's face it. Why would any advanced civilization want to get friendly with us?
Right. But in the same token,
Not really very. We're still quite primitive, you know.
if you look at the prelude, the order of battle, and I don't like to say that, but you send recon. If you're scouting out an area, before I buy a tract of land, I scout it out with the wife. Do you think that they have eyes on our planet? Do you think that they want to mine our planet, and that this planet would be better off run by them and not by us? And moreover, if we were disposed on like fleas, a case of fleas on this planet, do you think that their intentions are malevolent?
I think they wouldn't take us as a gift.
So you're saying is they like the planet, but they don't like what's on it?
I mean, I think they're trying to decide what level of evolution we're in.
Where'd you go
When are
wrong?
we going to go progress?
Hmm.
Is every year we get worse rather than better?
Do they have their eyes on the planet and its minerals?
Not to my knowledge.